Our satellite is prepped and standing by for launch. We are ready to deploy
In
it on
the
your
situation room, I am going to grab the entirety. I'm not going to do that because the satellite access isn't built for 2 days. Okay, my bad. I'm going to wait for 2 days. That's fine.
Contact detected.
Ooh, they sent a destroyer for the bombing run. Okay. I have to fight this, or else I lose Canada. Destroyers are scary, though.
nearing strike range.
It sure did hit 5 times in a row while I was on defensive.
Contact detected.
Engaging bogey.
Then it like missed 5 times in a row while I was on aggressive.
Contact detected.
Nothing makes sense anymore, Twitch chat. Make it make sense. It's the last UFO of the month,
We're in pursuit.
so I can expend my full hangar.
Taking heavy fire.
Nice. Okay, since this is where the fighting is actually happening, this is where my laser cannons are going to be. Everywhere else has 1 laser cannon, looks like. Seems sensible to me. Are destroyer missions preferable to fighters? Destroyers have a lot of stuff on them. They are, like, substantially more money than a fighter, yeah. They do have more enemies as well, so they are also substantially more dangerous than a fighter. Good double mission people, right? How many missions do I have? I maybe have a scout. I could have a harvest. But yeah, if I want to, I can A-team this mission. Am I going to sell all the fighters at the end of the month or something? Huh? No. You're excited for a trap destroyer on Trash L? Traps are only for landed UFOs. I think we just go do this. This one landed, but not on purpose. I guess that's true. It's double mission XCOM. This is just like one of the harder missions of the month, and I feel silly not to be sending pretty good soldiers when it's also more or less the last mission of the month. I could go double scout officer. Why make scouts officers? A lot of it's that I want them on every mission and they don't get wounded. So, like, the result of doing it is... Alright, we're gonna bring a medkit again, and hopefully Lurian doesn't die. Medkits have been very cursed this campaign. Yeah, a lot of it's just that I want them on every mission and they don't get wounded. So it results in me getting a field commander as quickly as possible. But they're also just like very, very good soldiers. Thank you, EV Bot. A little light on firepower. My entire squad is basically only soldiers with big guns. I still feel like it's true. I still feel like it's true.
We have visual on the mission site. Setting down.
The drop site for this operation will be in Canada. It looks like the alien crash site is in a remote area. If we move quickly, we may be able to secure the site before the aliens have time to regroup.
Come in, HQ. Big Sky has reached the outer marker. Approaching the crash site now. Strike team is awaiting your orders.
Affirmative, Big Sky. Strike 1 is free to engage hostile targets at the
am I?
crash site.
UFO? What map is this? I don't like the ones that are dark as much. Like it's harder to see things.
Heading to that location.
Oh, that's a 1 AM observation.
Okay. Battle scanners up.
All right, who summoned the mechdoids?
Aye, aye, Commander. Affirmative. I'm on it, Commander. Target confirmed. On our way.
Voy hacia ese lugar.
Aye, aye, Commander. Overwatch. Aye, aye. Bien sûr. This is Commander. Affirmative. Covering now.
Ahí voy.
Okay, do I have a steady sniper? like I don't. For some reason. I wouldn't be able to see anyway. We heard Thin Man, which is not a very threatening pod. I think we shoot it. Like, this isn't scary enough to make me want to sit here for multiple turns setting up. Okay, that's scary, though. Whoops. Wow, kind of messed that up. I'm sorry. Wait, no, I don't understand. Why did I lose vision of it? It didn't move. Okay, this wasn't my fault. This game is ridiculous. I feel like it's like here, right? It's probably 2 tiles back from this thing's sightline, so there, I probably see it. It isn't very far. Maybe it's there. I think it's 2 back, yeah. You should see it from there. Okay, once I don't see it from here, what do I do? You don't matter that much right now. You go here. Okay.
Aye, aye, Commander.
Ooh, that was with heat ammo.
Moving.
Running out of bullets. So, I can disabling shot. It's 100% to hit. That seems kind of good.
I'm on the move.
It's just dead, though. Dead sounds even better. I don't really want to move and not be able to shoot it anymore, so I'm just going to take the shot from here.
Target disabled.
Disabling shot makes the turn 100% less scary. I did have disabling shot on tap the entire time. Alright, what you got for me? Killed half the pod, they might just run away. Ooh, more. Nice hit. Yeah, so a big part of playing like this is realizing that if you kill half a pod, it will roll to run away. Which is a heavy part of the calculus of a turn, where you're leaving soldiers uncovered. Oop. Laser pistol, baby! Oh yeah? That was nice.
Kill confirmed. Moving to position.
There are, momentarily,
On my way.
no combat noises playing. It's kind of a lie.
I'm on the move.
There are 2 sectoids and a thin man active. But they're not here.
Moving. Affirmative. Covering now. Heading there now. Affirmative. Covering now. I feel, Commander. I'm on it, Commander. J'ouvre l'œil, Commandant.
Does the strength of the aliens left alive in the pod also affect the odds they flee? I'm sure there is fascinating and very deliberately thought out math involved in that. I have no idea what it is. That's not true. I have some ideas of what it is. This isn't a spot where I actually know the game code, so
Position confirmed.
fascinating.
I'm on it, Commander.
Okay. Who do I not see right now? Because I clearly don't see something. There or something?
Roger that. Eyes in the sky.
Fuck. It's invisible.
Tracking up. Advance. Roger. Tracking.
Dude. Where are you?
Je suis en route.
Oh, the soldiers 100% hear the music. For sure.
Moving.
Okay, I don't understand where the enemy is.
Position confirmed.
Andando.
This is
I'm on the move.
even buggier than usual.
Time to motor. I'm on it.
In the game, known for some amount of bugginess. Because Thin can hide behind the tree, and also in front of the tree. That is where I thought it was, right? But then I looked at that tile from 3 different directions and it wasn't there, so I don't really know what to think here. Okay. The sectoids, in contrast, are standing out of cover and with a little thing showing us where the other one is.
That's affirmative. Position confirmed. Je suis parti.
Position confirmed. Back online.
I wish there was a remake of this game.
He's dead. Heading to that
The bugs are
location.
also charming, though.
We're green to go. Ready to rock.
I don't even know how I would play this game if the bugs were fixed.
Ya podemos seguir.
Moving out.
Like, completely rebalance everything. That'd be nice, though. Feels like a good enough game to deserve a remake. They literally made a sequel with the same bugs. I feel like the same bugs and some other ones. Okay, there's no way that this would be all the enemies, I assume. Look at a destroyer. A crashed destroyer has 11 to 15 aliens in 2 or possibly 3 pods. So I guess in this case we are looking at 1 more pod, and it will have either 3, 4, or 5 enemies in it. Okay. Just heard that there's meld over here, but I'm not feeling incredibly confident that I can get it.
Okay. That's affirmative.
Also, kind of feeling like the last pod's a seeker pod, based on audio.
Okay. Je vais vers la position.
That's affirmative.
Moving. I feel, Commander. Roger that. Chargé. Scanning. Et paré.
Back in.
We're green to go. On Overwatch. On Overwatch. What's making that noise?
An interesting part of working on Long War 2 was that you would run into bugs and like flag them as like we should fix this because it's a bug. But then there'd be base game bugs. So it's like
I'm rolling.
it's a bug, but it's not like our bug.
Moving. Headed there now.
I'm pretty sure Long War 2
Ça roule.
fixed a significant number of bugs in the base game code.
Moving out. Affirmative. Covering now.
I'm pretty sure, I'm certain I was there. Hey, it's Seekers.
Toasted.
Favorite part of the modding scene for most games is just we have fixed the actual game while we were at it. Yeah. Yes, indeed. Alright, they all landed for me. Very kind.
Not a problem anymore. Hoorah!
I remember a meld ping
I'm on it,
in
Commander.
this way. I was planning to be able to shoot that after my move. Alright, 12 aliens killed. Destroyer can only have 3 pods, this says. Until we reach Alien Research 360. Which means I'm pretty sure that I am good to just dash into Fog of War right now.
Location confirmed.
Voy. Eso es lo que estamos buscando.
Melcan's surprisingly healthy at the moment. I think they're like 13 or something. Maybe 12 because I just shut down a
Ready to
destroyer.
rock and roll. Roger that. Scanning.
Try to list out some Long War 2 bugs and problems caused by hasty coding. Don't assume that you know the cause of bugs in games.
moving.
So I got a meld ping inside the UFO as well.
10-4. D'accord. Chargez et parez.
Missing
I'm on the
a
move.
shotgun.
Let's do
Pretty
this.
bad.
Understood. Moving out.
How do I know there are no pods near the meld to the left? I know there are no pods left at all. I killed them.
Roger that.
I'm confused. There wasn't a meld ping this way? Was it back here? Uh-oh.
Solid copy.
Destroyer has 2 or 3 pods.
Okay. Stepping off.
Until late game.
Voy hacia ese lugar. Lo he recogido.
When I can have 4.
That's affirmative. On my way. On y va.
Probably most of the time you play a destroyer mission, there will be 3 pods.
Commander. I feel, Commander.
Interesting.
Making that noise.
Okay. I keep on hearing the meld ping. Great. But where is it? It's up there. Can't go up there.
Roger that.
It is a destroyer, so there are 3 outsiders. Maybe we chill out a little bit. Although...
J'y vais tout de suite. Voilà ce qu'on cherchait.
Ooh, okay, I'm gonna pick that up next turn.
D'accord. We're green to go. Roger. I've got my eyes on. I've got my eyes on.
I was planning for 2 outsiders, having forgotten that it was a destroyer pod. 3 is a bit more.
Je suis en route. Je l'ai.
Used all my vision. I think it's pretty good to get... I mean, it's good to get a crash-landed destroyer, full stop. But then also getting
Commander.
more than 1 meld pod on the troop mission is extra bonus good.
Overwatch.
Percent of the time it's allowed 1 bonus pot and 1 more when AR is greater than 360. And
I'm on the move.
1 more reading for you to do.
I feel Overwatch. I've got my eyes on.
De acuerdo.
Overwatch. I feel, Commander. Okay, je surveille la zone. You hear that?
I've got to be kind of close to be closest to you, no? I would assume they were closest to this.
Je suis parti.
I'm on the move. A toda leche.
The other thing is that if there are small pods, which happens before alien research is 120, there is always a 3rd pod. Actually, it says for small or medium pods. Oh. Wait, well that's like always. Yeah. Yeah, so until Alien Research 240, there's always 3. Between 240 and 360, there's 2.5. And after 360, there's 3.5. What it looks like to me.
D'accord.
Ready to engage. Allá voy.
Moving to Overwatch. Covering now. There's something out there.
Any way to see absolute alien research value?
J'y vais tout de suite.
Yeah, we're in here. Hmm. Yo, where are you? What is going on? There's no way they're like here, is there? I'm sure I would have seen them already. Wild stuff. I'm gonna peek the corner.
Je suis parti. Cible détectée.
Okay, they were just like perfectly in between everything. Rest in peace, beautiful, beautiful UFO bits.
Say hello to my friends. Miss the target.
Yeah, that's not very good. They get 1 research per day, plus some amount of bonus research, which starts at like minus 100 and then goes up over the course of the campaign. I may lose soldiers here. This was a very bad pull. They were just exactly in the worst place possible, and then I missed the rocket very impressively. Good double frag grenade, that cover. The thing is, if I kill this one, which is very doable, not that hard to kill this one. If I kill it, one of the things it achieves for me is that I don't have suppression this turn. Which isn't really an incredible achievement. It's kind of like the opposite of what you want.
Heading to that location.
Also, for what it's worth, I didn't stabilize that rocket. I was delinquent in my rocket preparation.
That is not good.
Fascinating. Is that not good?
Moving to position.
I don't know that that is not good, because now I can suppress here.
Aye, aye.
Oh my god, I suppressed the wrong one. Oh, that is fantastic work by me. Okay, well look. It hasn't been my best turn. It is actually bad because now they can come through here to kill this. How much mobility does an outsider have? This doesn't say. How much mobility does an outsider have? Let's look in the wiki real quick. XCOM Long War, alien life forms, Sectoid, Drone, Thin Man, Seeker, Outsider. Outsiders have 12 mobility, plus 1 at 120. Okay, so they're not very fast. I imagine it would be fine to go near them. I don't think they can do anything about that. This is my fault.
They missed.
Okay, let's see if next turn is better than last turn. Questionable, to be honest. Hey, it wasn't my soldier with the medkit who died. So actually, kind of a win. There's no way I can miss twice in a row. Just isn't possible. I do have hit and run. They did an incredible job of splitting their shots, so I didn't even really take any damage. Short wound on my infantry is all. I don't think there's a better thing than just taking another shot here. I think we have reached the point of the campaign where my assumption is that these die just to me shooting at them.
Shot wide.
Affirmatif. Got it.
Anybody need the kill? Engineer. My engineer can get the kill. We take the engineer kill.
On my way.
Is that worth blowing up a weapon fragment? I don't think so.
Adjusting aim. Damn it.
It'll be awkward when I miss all of these. Alright, good. It was clearly a misplay, so you're sure the outsiders will softball their turn to keep it fair. It's just good sportsmanship. That's what I think of when I think of outsiders. Good sportsmanship. Thank you, Bakars. Sleep well. I am fully embracing the streaming through the middle of the night thing right now, huh? 70 Illyrium. Not bad. What do I do with 369 credits? I wait for my satellite access to complete. Yes, actually. Give me one scientist.
Satellite nexus online.
I said I wanted Africa? I'm pretty sure that's what I said.
Satellite launched. Satellite launched. Satellite launched.
We have labs and workshops, cost 30% less to build and maintain. I also have 20% reduction in side training time, 2 bonus defense for newly promoted snipers and scouts, and 25% reduction of fatigue from gene mods. With my cheaper to build labs and workshops, I still have to wait 5 days for a thermo. And the gene lab still costs full money. I just built a gene lab. Maybe I should have done that earlier. I didn't have to wait to build a gene lab. XCOM, just the world military program versus aliens entering the planet. Kind of. You're like a shadowy cabal, and the enemies are varied. A little bit more varied than just aliens entering the planet, but yeah, it's the general vibe.
Aircraft transfer complete.
You are not the world military. The data recovery. So this is a bunch more money. That's good. Exalt. Which month is after August? So probably September. I don't know. Scan for them September 1st. And go get some data.
Excellent. We look forward to seeing your progress.
This is a very weird mission type. This is a strange mission to watch if you're watching your first mission of XCOM ever. The assaults are ready to go. The assaults are going to war. Frodo Baggins. I haven't watched all the Lord of the Rings movies in like over 2 months. Gotta pull it together. Gotta get those numbers up. I don't like them very much, which makes the number of times I've watched them kind of strange. Alright, let's do an Exalt data recovery. Creants never talk to Frodo. True.
Dropship has arrived.
We've detected an Exalt cell operating inside the German border. We'll need Strike 1 to rendezvous with our operative and assist in securing the needed intel.
Not the first time on this map, this campaign. I wonder if it would have been better to ensure that you didn't get the same map again until you'd played all of them.
Our operative was in position to transmit the data they'd acquired when Exalt forces moved into their AO. The encoder is currently shielding our transmitter's position.
I haven't played all of them, have I?
If Exalt manages to hack the encoder, they'll be able to locate the transmitter. If they hack both, any hope we had of recovering the data intact will be lost.
We watched the new anime Lord of the Rings movie, and it wasn't very good. That does not surprise me.
Okay.
Moving out. Scanner in the air.
Yes, that would absolutely lead to me tracking them all, of course. Easy advantage. Waiting to be gained. I can't, like, get closer. So I guess, I don't know, everybody goes there.
On my way.
I'm on it, Commander.
On my way.
On the move.
I do have 2 people on the same tile right now, and I'm a little bit concerned that that will break the game, so maybe we don't do that.
Commander.
Commander, Exalt forces are in position to hack the encoder. If we don't secure that equipment, they'll be able to locate the transmitter.
They did Helm's Deep again.
Position confirmed.
Contact!
I was assuming, and you can correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm assuming that the anime Lord of the Rings would do all of the things in Lord of the Rings again? Like most?
Here they come.
Circles the mission type.
Rolling in.
Location confirmed. Good boy.
I had to get some faster assaults. Or give them phalanx armor for these or something. Takes place 100 years earlier, or whatever. Oh, are you talking about Rings of Power? That is an anime.
Heading out.
Is it?
Yes, sir.
It feels decidedly live action. Does anime mean something other than live action?
Commander.
Exalt has communications relays positioned throughout this area. If our operative can get close enough, it should be possible to disrupt the enemy's comm system using the encryption keys recovered with their data. That should throw them off. It will take Exalt's people some time to get their communications
Anime was
back
about
up and running.
Rohan. Oh, okay. I feel like it's reasonable for them to do.
I'm on the move.
Helm's Deep again. That is the best part of Lord of the Rings.
They're moving to flank me.
I think you can intuit a decent amount about a media property if it presents itself as a sequel to something which already exists. That's immensely rude. I hope you don't do that more. Okay. So I have hacks on this map.
On the move.
That's what my soldier with a pistol is doing, is running around hacking. And they unload the enemy guns. And in theory are kind of meant to also stop them from throwing grenades, but it doesn't work every time.
Longer a threat.
Basically, how I would describe how this works. So,
Got it covered.
that's why I just got a grenade thrown at me. What is wrong with your aim? Oh, I see what's wrong with your aim. You're in a smoke grenade.
I'm rolling.
Well, that makes sense.
On my way.
Going in for the kill.
He's doing it for the thrill. I like they are stronger than last time. Weird.
Grin and spray. Got it. Moving.
Damage is definitely less impressive than I used to be, yeah. Should still be okay.
Let's do this.
Aye, aye, Commander.
Enemy communications are down. That should keep Exalt busy for a while.
Still have 2 more hacks.
Heading out.
Was I ever exposed to the long runner BBC show The Bill?
Before they acquire the transmitter's coordinates.
The guy just died during the voiceover. What an ignominious death. What do the circles mean?
Flanking my position.
My soldiers have an ability which lets them shoot once for free per turn against a soldier. Against an enemy who they are within that range of. And the game, in its infinite wisdom, chooses to show you that for every single enemy at the same time, even though there are, like, 20 enemies active. In fairness, I'm not sure what it could do other than show you. You do kind of need to know. There's probably a way to make it less terrible.
He's down. On reserves.
Got a wave of new signatures closing on Strike 1, Commander. Multiple hostiles inbound.
Moving.
Showing only when it's in movement range. I kind of think you need to know before that, though.
Heading there now.
Starting to fight against enemies with resilience, so I can't crit them. I'll reload here, because I might get an awful lot of free shots.
Set him up. Knock him down. On the move.
Toggle would help? True. Toggle would be a good idea.
Roger that.
That was an excellent backflip.
Copy that.
I liked it. It was understated. Like, he didn't do anything egregious there. Like, understood the assignment and just got it done. Small backflip over the cover behind him. Tasteful, yeah.
Aye, aye, Commander. Enemies rolling up.
It is very important to make that noise every time the game makes that noise.
I'm running low on ammo. It's killing time.
Aye, aye.
Next turn is my last tack.
We've disrupted the enemy communications network. It'll take some time for them to get it running again.
If my operative's even alive, grenades can do some damage.
Kill confirmed. Negative ammo. I'm spent.
Hopefully I just don't get grenaded. It would be very rude for me to get grenaded here.
Yes, Commander. How's that?
Oh no. That was a good one. That was solid. I do at some point have to reload. Maybe I reload now? Maybe I reload now.
Locked and loaded.
Also have to reload. Instead of reload, I could throw an AP grenade. It's a good AP grenade.
Rock and roll.
Shot one.
They're repositioning on us.
They're on our ass. He's down. Hostile eliminated.
Getting some damage done. That's a good jump. Okay, we're down to 7 enemies. I think this should be fine.
Out of ammo.
Well, shit.
Heading there now.
Oh, hi.
Locked and loaded.
This is my last turn of hack, so try to clean up the current enemies.
Heading out.
I can also look like this one didn't reload. So if it's still alive, that's okay. These two did, this one did. It's gonna be hard to get to. I don't think I can get to that.
Heading for that location. Weapon stuck in ammo fast. It's killing time.
It's killing time.
All ass. Roger Dodger.
I also have a perk which makes me shoot if they move within 4 tiles of me, so being within 4 tiles of them is kind of the name of the game here. Also trying to force them to move on their turn by flanking them, so that they will run like cowards.
Double time.
Going in for the kill. Affirmative. Moving out. Yes,
Oh,
need to reload
well.
soon.
Goodbye to you.
Voy hacia ese lugar.
I see ya.
Ya no es una amenaza.
How's the engineer death count today? 0.
That should throw them off.
Will
It'll
he
take
burn off?
Exalt's people some time to get their communications back up and running.
Oh no, lightning reflexes? So while these missions do get somewhat harder, in terms of like, the enemies obviously get more stuff, we also get melt from the corpses, now that they are all gene modded up. So they're getting us a lot of weapon fragments, a lot of melt.
Hostile contacts closing on Strike 1's position, Commander.
Those happen to be the 2 things I need most right now on my map.
Moving.
I don't think this is the last reinforcement drop. I think there's one more after it. So we want to clean this up. I don't have hacks, so anybody I don't kill is just going to still be alive.
I'm all out of firepower
Probably I
over
can
here.
kill everybody. XCOM rendering these blokes down for their DNA is kind of grim. War is hell. Or in this case, a video game.
Aye, aye. Still confirmed. I'll get him next time.
The cartwheel off the building is solid, but it's a lower difficulty. maneuver than the backflip.
Dead and gone. We're green to go.
Affirmative, Commander.
You lose corpse loot if the body falls off. No, you do not. But perhaps you should.
No longer a threat.
Heading there now. X-ray down. Voy hacia ese lugar. Preparado.
War is hell, but War Hell video game is fun? Sure.
Reloaded.
Let's do this.
Wait, what? Is there an enemy active? Did I just hear an enemy?
Position confirmed.
Oh? The map's clear, isn't it?
That's affirmative.
What?
Copy that. Ready to engage.
Afirmativo.
Well, I don't know why I just heard that.
I'm on it.
It looks like the map's clear to me.
Aye, aye, Commander. Roger that.
Any bonus capture Exalt? You can get their gun.
I'm on it, Commander. I'm ready.
On Overwatch.
Good to go.
That's worth a bit of work.
Looks like this is the last of the hostile reinforcements, Commander. We just need to hold out a little longer.
Missed the target.
Oh, hi.
Adjusting sights.
And alien grenades if you have them, sure.
Heading out. See you in hell.
Why do I still not have alien grenades? Oh, because I have to capture one. Right. Right.
Flat out like a lizard drinking.
You're welcome, Z-Dredge.
I'm on it, Commander.
Kill. Ooh, big number.
Try.
I guess command is the thing to do here. The shotgun hits for more than a pistol.
Bye-bye.
Dead and gone.
There's a reason why Exalt will just run away from you in close combat instead of blasting back. I'm hacking their guns so they can't shoot them without reloading them. Also though, I think if 4 assaults with shotguns are all around you, it is possible that, like, you don't have many great plays. What's wrong with a magic missile type attack or weapon B? It's an interesting idea. I don't think there's anything like that in XCOM. Moderately strong? There are perks which are like that, which only hit one target. And they're like, not incredible, but okay.
Intel decrypted. Possible Exalt base locations narrowed.
Okay, once the thermo finishes, I can spend my 400 credits. I'll want this excavated for someday soon. What does this cost me though? 80 engineers. I don't have 80 engineers. Interesting. Alright, I guess I'm not making a satellite nexus next month then. Got 22 meld out of it? Yeah. Yeah, those missions are good for meld. Ammo conservation is 100 weapon fragments. Armored fighters is just kind of, I don't know. I feel like getting armored fighters here is kind of mean. Like, it's not very necessary. It becomes necessary in a while, but like, not yet. Yeah, I'm not gonna click on it yet. Someday.
I appreciate your efforts to support the research team, Commander. I've already put the new recruits to work in the lab.
Is that the month? There's a harvest mission I might see, but like, I think that's the month. Workshops count as plus engineers, or is it just the lab that counts as plus scientists? The lab doesn't count as plus scientists, it just gives you 20% bonus research. Resources is going to be 142, unless the harvest didn't happen yet. Maybe the harvest didn't happen yet. I don't know. Next month's going to be a bit more, is what I'm sensing here. UFO countermeasures project is complete. Illyrium for 2 engineers. I need to get to 80 for my next satellite nexus. Okay. Expensive. Okay. Leaving permanent.
The new engineers arrived this morning, Commander.
No, you can
Always glad to have more
assault
help down here.
the alien base there. I can build the alien containment? Since when? Wait, why? Also, where am I building it? Here? I can't reach that. Oops. You can build the alien containment before you research xena neurology. I didn't realize. I have to wait 10 days, I think, to excavate over here. Hyperwave, Gallop, Gene Lab, Lab. There's got to be something I can sell for 60 bucks at the moment. It doesn't feel awful to lose 20 seekers. Feels slightly awful.
Nothing new to report right now.
Okay. This slot is going to be my first delirium generator, so I can't put the alien containment there, unfortunately. I could build a workshop there until I got the delirium generator. The cash Monet. Oh, I get it. Thanks for the prime. I appreciate it. Did we get another harvest? 122. We did not. Alien biocybernetics is complete. Dr. Shen's suppositions about the capabilities of the meld substance that would allow us to combine humans and machines have borne out. We now believe we can build the sort of mobile battlesuits imagined only in science fiction, and use the meld to modify the wearer to allow him or her to interface directly with the complex control and power systems such suits entail. We'll need to build new facilities and seek volunteers from the troops who are willing to undergo the surgeries necessary to make the suits work. We also believe this will open up several new research pathways. We can build a mech. If as surgery is available, the mech is awesome and I might build it? I don't know. I might wait until I have mech 2s. The team's doing fine without a mech. Mechs are so strong though. I'll probably get a mech. Throngle. Mech warfare. Like, mechs just cost a lot is the thing. And I don't want to spend all the money on them, but possibly I'm about to not have anything else to spend money on. I wanted floater autopsy. Could also get cyberdisk autopsy at this time-ish. And then someday I am going to do xenoneurology, and then someday I'm going to do Gauss weapons, and then someday I'm going to do Illyrium. In vaguely that order. Could also do the abductor analysis, but no, I have so many alloys in Illyrium. Doesn't seem like a priority.
So I'm sure you can make the connection yourself. We've designated this particular specimen as a floater. The research team is continuing in its efforts to determine how the aliens prevented the organic tissue from rejecting the mechanical components, as they seem to work in perfect harmony with one another.
So for a mech,
The soldiers who volunteer for mech trooper augmentation sacrifice much, but they do not leave themselves entirely behind. A mech trooper will be able to apply some of the training and knowledge from his or her previous combat specialty to the cybersuit's operation. While I understand any reluctance the commander might feel about deploying the meld substance, we've managed to recover a vast reserve from our field operations.
true.
I believe the inherent risks.
I think it's like
outweigh the
300
potential
meld for
consequences,
one mech.
and the engineering team could use this material to create new weapon systems that provide substantially more firepower to our troops.
And honestly, they're iffy until you got the tier 2 suits. Once you have tier 2 suits, they're like good for late game. The tier 3 suit is expensive and not necessary. Basically how it works is I would rather just have another tier 2 mech instead of building a tier 3 one. And the tier 3 mech costs about as much as two tier 2 mechs. What's the min-max soldier choice for mech? I don't remember last time I got mechs this late in the game. Pathfinders are very good. So that's the scout version of the mech. The Guardian, which is the medic version of the mech, is the best healing in the game, and so it's nice to have one of those for longer missions. Marauders, which is the assault version of the mech, are probably the best thing in the game at killing berserkers and kind of like just kind of brawling. Like they'll kill pods by themselves. What else? I think Shoguns are always in the top 3 mech in the entire game. Like any mech that can get rapid fire heat ammo is going to be very good. And Shoguns get rapid fire heat ammo, so they're pretty good late game, and then they also get collateral damage, which is the best cover destruction in the game. I don't think Jaegers are that good. Jaegers are just like worse than snipers in flying suits. Some soldiers refuse to become mech pilots? No.
Incoming transmission.
Transmission decoded.
We are extremely impressed with the progress of the XCOM project thus far.
We didn't lose Canada.
Your recent results were beyond our expectations, and that is not a statement this council makes lightly.
I only get 6 engineers per month right now. 7 scientists is nice.
Remember, we will be watching.
So I need another 10 engineers to get my next satellite nexus. I can choose to put the next satellite I build over Russia to do the base assault, or I can put it over Germany, which gets me 2 engineers. And that way, I am 2 engineers closer to building my next satellite nexus. And I should probably still be able to do a base assault in October, like late October. Which I feel is not too bad. September so far. We are once again at maximal threat. The aliens will be doing all the nasty terror missions and everything that they can. And we are going to be in this box this time, because they have between 100 and 149 resources. So, we have 0 out of 3.5 abductions, 0 out of 2 terror missions, 0 out of 2 research missions. I think you kind of hop back and forth between these boxes quite a lot. 0 out of 5 scouts, 0 out of 1 harvests, 0 out of 2 hunts, 0 out of 2 bombs, and there's a council mission at some point. We're at 7 on the terror missions, and today is the day to scan for Exalt. Easier for a Jaeger to get into a position of flanking many enemies than it is for a sniper to do so. It is not. Incorrect. You need that cheat sheet. It's in the Wikipedia. UFOpedia. What do I do with my money? Other than making a Mac, which is kind of too expensive. I also need to do a mechanized unit defensives if I want to make a mech. This isn't too bad though. I'm gonna hold off on ammo conservation until I've done Gauss research probably, because I want to make sure that I have the weapon fragments for Gauss. Maybe I do armored fighters. There just isn't like much to do. Are those battle medics? We're just looking to be chopped. I usually have a couple of medics by late game. That sure does kill all of my alloys. I sure don't need it yet.
I appreciate your efforts to support the research team, Commander. I've already put the new recruits to work in the lab.
I just don't know what to do with my money. I guess the obvious thing would be to start building a mech. I just don't feel like it's good here, so I don't want to. Mech 1s are pretty fragile. They have a big gun, that's about it. Hey little Davey, I'm doing pretty well. The base gets attacked in retaliation for you attacking their base, and also sometimes... Actually, is it here on the mission table? I don't see it here. There is a mission they can do to attack your base. Did I buy the Field Commander OTS yet? I did not, but also I don't need it for a while. Won't need that until next month, probably. I'm just gonna do armored fighters. Just make the month's air game easier.
We're certainly keeping the boys down in the foundry busy.
Firestorm a trigger for base defense. Is it? You might be right. I might be wrong. Floater autopsy. I can make uplink targetings, and I can make shaped armor. Excellent. As frightening and vicious as this species is on the battlefield, it is hard not to feel some sympathy for them on the dissection table. The specimen has been subjected to extensive biomedical modifications, some of which were undoubtedly quite painful and intrusive. A combination of living tissue and mechanical components gives the creature the look of a cruel, half-finished experiment. Most of the subject's internal organs have been replaced with a mechanical life support system that mimics their original functionality. A rather conventional propulsion system has been grafted onto the subject's torso, although the paracells supplying the necessary thrust are extremely advanced by our own standards. I have removed a number of neural implants from the subject that appear to aid in the evasion of incoming projectile fire. The engineering team has already suggested several ways in which this technology might benefit our soldiers. You may find additional information about the combat capabilities of this species by targeting one in the field using the unit analysis view. Shaped armor is more stuff for mechs, so if I wanted to go into mechs, there's plenty I could spend money on. I don't think I'm going to... am I? Having these available is nice. Okay, let's do this too.
We've yet to recover one of these in functional condition from the field. The men seem to enjoy using them for target practice. At the present time, we know that the cyber disc, as they've been calling it, is heavily armed, but it shows no clear pattern of behavior on the battlefield.
Want to build some of these? Probably 5. This is why I've been stockpiling floater corpses all game, because my intention is basically to use one of these in every single intercept for the rest of the game-ish. Although that does mean I can't send on defensive, right? I don't think you're allowed to use them if you send on defensive. I guess I'm out of dollars, and we're reaching a point in the campaign where the alien resources are probably more valuable than the dollars are, so maybe we just chill. Okay, we should get some missions now. Oh, I need $80 for my next excavate. Uh-oh.
Contact detected.
Hey, it's $80. Did we scan for Exalt? Oh, I did not.
Commander, we're receiving several urgent requests for assistance. There are abductions in progress at each marked site on the hologlobe.
I don't think I did. So yeah, I also have to scan for Exalt after this. American Steel, thanks for the 63 months. Appreciate it. Double tap soldier? Ooh, that was a good pull up. Tempting to just bring the Codius and promote you. Where'd you go? Oh no. There. Gunner, scout, scout. A sniper of some sort. A rocketeer of some sort. An engineer of some sort. Probably want to level up the engineers who don't have repair yet at this point, because I'm going to start doing captures. Keep leveling up a 55 Will Medic. Who bribed me today? Any bribes? There are no egregious bribes. Everyone's been keeping it quite put together. Evelyn says, "Good day, Jorbs. Sign me up if this counts as a bribe." I think it counts as a bribe. And it's a light abduction. The big thing is, like, meld is about as much as it's going to be all month, so making sure I get any meld on the map is important. I don't have an infantry yet. Bring a lower level infantry. Do I get flying suits? I guess Gauss and then better armor. The tech tree is pretty fluid in this game. Possibly because I'm ahead of the curve. That probably helps. It was actually 96 bucks because of the Brazil bonus. Yeah, it's a really good country bonus. 20% extra money from abductions is actually a lot of money every month.
Local government forces have reported a coordinated alien attack in a densely populated neighborhood.
Although I've done so well with panic that all the abductions are like lights or moderates.
Strike 1 is awaiting drop clearance.
Thank you, Arkensteel.
Strike 1 is cleared to engage hostile targets. Watch your backs out there, people.
This is a weird one because the building in the middle just kind of has terrible line of sight. So generally I try to kind of clear it like I'm going around a clock.
Yes, sir.
Used to do almost whatever you could to avoid nighttime missions. Oh god.
Yes, sir.
Nighttime missions were terrifying in that game.
Solid copy. Eyes open.
The more you bribe, the more likely it is to work. That's how the bribe works. That is a Muton elite. That is a Muton Berserker. I'm wrong. I was holding a gun. Oh, I see. The floater's gun was there. Okay. well, whatever. Buton elites are a big deal when we find them. Is that a Muton elite? I think it's just a big Muton. Why is my soldier's health color changing? Just shows whether they have any actions left or if their turn is over.
Copy that. That's what we're looking for.
Time to motor.
I will,
Affirmative. Moving
as
out.
it is written,
Yes, sir.
end up fighting in a way that the terrible line of sight in the central building matters.
Hauling ass.
Time to motor.
Hauling ass.
If that pod's 4 and the other pod's 4, that might be all of the enemies on the mission. In fact, I think it is.
I'm on the move.
Running.
Okay.
Reforce.
You know what a mech helps with actually is captures. Maybe we try to get the mech before we start capturing.
Stepping off.
10-4.
Although we're going to start capturing pretty soon.
Ils vont rien voir venir. Tir d'armes lourdes confirmé.
It's true, Masa. There are also other things which help with captures. However, I didn't say that there weren't other things that helped with captures.
Okay.
Will do.
Kill him!
Kill confirmed.
Shoot! Did you just miss?
Shot failed to connect.
Gosh.
I'm on the move.
It's kind of embarrassing.
On my way.
Better. This would be an easy berserker capture if I had an arc throw on me.
Okay.
If we had a 100% miss yet this campaign, I love how you phrased that.
That is
I have not, no.
X-ray neutralized.
Medic experience? Alright, cool.
Down.
On Overwatch.
Does Longmore roll single when it comes to hit rate, or is there more complicated formula? It's just a die roll against the number. Like just a D100.
On my way. Good to go.
Rolling. Roger that. Scan.
Probably my gunner should be standing on cover. Yeah.
Headed there now.
Yeah, probably. That would be better.
Moving to Overwatch.
That's
Too late now?
I'm Overwatch. Roger that. Scanning.
Matching doesn't beat it, so 100% is a 1% chance to miss. No, 100% doesn't miss unless the physics engine bugs out. But sometimes the physics engine bugs out. The game actually has to draw a line that the bullets traverse to hit the enemy, or the shot to hit. That was a choice that Praxis made in their infinite wisdom. Kinda sounds like this is my last turn. To me. Yeah. Using command? Might use command to get the meld.
Aye, aye.
Huh. I could also just not get the meld. That sounds terrible.
Roger that.
I'm on it, Commander.
Everything I'm about to do is very weird.
Throwing grenade.
Also just command like a sniper for the sectoid and kill us. Do I kill it though? Hard. Alright, so I think we did that. Yes, good.
Heading there
You
now.
go here. Command you. Money, money, money.
Heading to that location.
Good day to you, sir.
Boom!
Don't risk the medic, it's my best unit. True? True for sure?
Aye, aye, Commander.
Put an insulting death for the Mutal. It's, happens.
Heading to that location. I'm out of
Man.
firepower over here. Headed
Headed there now.
Okay,
Another day,
cool.
another successful operation.
Took maybe longer than I needed to get that done.
Looks like they're really taking care of business down there, and without so much as a scratch.
It's my roll. Another 11. Actually, I mean, I guess it's okay. I guess it's an okay roll.
We will be in touch, Commander.
Intel scan complete.
We're going to Russia.
Location confirmed.
Oops.
XCOM operative deployed against Exalt.
And you're positive the report states that the alien craft crash-landed in the garage of a suburban middle-class family.
I'm surprisingly far away from knowing where the Exalt base is still. I feel like I should already know. I was going to do something with money of some sort. I was going to excavate this. Okay. Yeah, that's good. Also need to build more uplink targetings at some point. It's weird to go from just having infinite stuff which you are happy to sell to wanting to hold on to everything that you have. I think I'll get more muton corpses.
I'm receiving you. We'll monitor that contact, but I don't think it's related to the UFO activity.
And there's the family from Alf. It's pretty cute. I do this. It requires 10 sectoid corpses. So unfortunately I can't do that unless I get another mission with sectoids on it. Cyberdisk autopsy is complete. So far, we've been unable to ascertain whether this is strictly a mechanical creation or a living organism. Based on our findings, it has an alternative biochemical system based on the silicon atom. Like carbon, the silicon can create molecules that are sufficiently large to carry biological information. Since silicon has several chemical properties similar to carbon, it is possible that this could be a new and completely alien life form with respect to the specimens we've already encountered. Its internal mechanisms seem to operate like organs, giving it the ability to circulate plasma through its core systems, much in the same way blood flows through our bodies. These mechanisms enable the construct to distribute vital functions throughout its body. After further study, it may be possible to use these designs in our genetic modification program to reduce our soldiers' dependence on vital organs such as the heart. What a sentence. Our unit analysis view available in the field should provide additional specifics regarding the species' various combat abilities. What an incredible sentence. I don't care about any of this except for the defense matrix dodge, which is what we use every cyberdisk wreck that we find in the entire campaign for, just about. Yes, being able to dodge 2 shots in combat is a big deal for late game air combat, but not a very big deal for right now. I just kind of want to have one on hand in case it matters, which is unlikely, but like, one could imagine if the hangar only has 1 plane left in it and I have to shoot down a destroyer or something, I might want to use that. Yes, the vital point targeting 2 discs is kind of the other big thing, I guess. Zigzag, thanks for the $3.15.
You dropped this.
I appreciate it. I said I was going to do this. Might as well do this. If I like start Gauss, I'm not gonna finish it anytime soon. So let's get xenoneurology out of the way. Wait, where do I put my Scilab? Oh. Whoops. I think I should cancel the lab build. It doesn't look like I'm actually building a lab. Good night, Asrab. And the capture minigame really fun? It's fine. I don't know if it's incredible, but it's fine. Probably only need 2 of those on hand. Your request from Australia. More laser rifles. Oop. Heavy UFO activity over the UK. It can be setting up for a terror mission or it can be a harvest. One of the two. I think it's slightly more likely that it's a terror mission. It could be either. Australia. Ooh. So here's an example. It's just kind of hard to get more than one plane to this. So this is a spot where I will use an AIM module. Also, I believe I said I'm going to use an AIM module in every engagement for the rest of the games. So I guess that's another reason why I'm using an AIM module.
Enemy is padlocked. Approaching target now.
Oh yeah? Chew that raider up. Cool. Send a laser cannon to Asia. Probably a good idea. I don't really want to send one from North America, though. It will anyway. It's only 11 days. It's 2:30 a.m. and I'm tired, so I think I'm gonna call it here. And we will do a raider next time. We successfully finished August. I just had the one rookie die in August. Is that true? Good stuff. Yeah, successfully finished August. And next time I will probably be getting capture stuff going. Xenoneurology is done in 2 days, so. Yeah, I'll use the money from this raider to build the alien containment. Okay. I am out of here. Oh, I probably won't be streaming tomorrow, though, and will certainly not be streaming Saturday. I may stream Sunday evening. But I have friends coming into town tomorrow, so I'll be picking them up from the airport and spending time with them. So, thank you for hanging out, and you can jump in the Discord if you want a notification when I go live. That's where I make sure everybody knows what's going on. And I will